I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
That boy is mine.
Are you ready?
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
The First Ladies of FedEx Forum, the Grizz Girls, are known across the NBA for setting the standard for professional dance and entertainment, and they are looking for dancers to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. With the chance to gain professional dance experience, collaborate with national and local artists, and connect with the Memphis community, auditioning for the Grizz Girls is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Come show up and show out at Open Call Auditions. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals takes it straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
What can the Memphis Grizzlies learn from the Thunder Pacers NBA Finals Series?
Your style of play is not something that you really have to change. Both of these teams love to play fast. Both these teams love to play really aggressively on the defensive side of the ball.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Tony Allen joining us. I believe Hey!
Young TA with a fresh chop. That boy sliced today, boy. Oh. You say, that boy got the tape on the side? Okay, TA.
Hey, and I like how you blurred out your background so we can't see that La Quinta this time.
Can't see the hole in the wall, TA.
Can't see the hole in the wall.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
These are the Jordan 1, the crystals. These are the shoe that retails for $1,000. Oh, extra crystals. So if your crystals fall off, if your crystals fall off, actually these are the black crystals because they have. So the shoe has black crystals on there as well too. So you get an extra package of black crystals.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Monday, June 30th, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, we got 10 things from the weekend. We'll get you ready for the week ahead. Of course, we had Cedric Howard in here on Friday. And then, there was a press conference later that afternoon that introduced the other 2 rookies to Memphis as well. We'll get to that. NBA free agency is getting cracking today. There's already been a ton of news that has come out over the weekend. We'll get to what the Grizzlies very well may do, according to reports. We'll also get to what's going on around the NBA. We got some NFL news. We got some baseball news. We got tons of things to get to. It's a Monday. The sun's out. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. I hope everybody's having a good day. All right, ton of stuff to get to on the show today, not the least of which is NBA free agency is going to start today at 5 o'clock. We'll talk about all the stuff that is already going on, as it was a busy weekend. There's a bunch of signings. There's some trades that went down. So the offseason has gotten kicked off. Of course, it will be just a few days away from the Utah Summer League beginning, where the Grizzlies and other teams are going to be involved in that. And then we are a week and a half away from Las Vegas and their summer league. And so really, there's not been any downtime in this, right? We went straight from the NBA Finals to the NBA Draft to now free agency. And now, right after that, there's going to be basketball back started up again, at least on the summer league front. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, in your sack. Johnny Backpull, Johnny Bearcat. John Asparagus, Johnny Neck Carb, John Lance, he's John Purdy, he's Yogi Roser, he's Dr. Thunder. What up? Hello, John.
What up?
Devin Walker's here, he's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Matt, Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer,
What up, good people? I'm on my side quest shit, bro. Anybody need me to do any random activities, let me know. Hit me in the DM.
I saw your video yesterday of you trying out for the Grizzlies Granny and Grandpas.
Yeah, I was locked in.
Yesterday, and it appeared as if you did not make the team.
Yeah, no, they have not made final cuts yet, Vernon, so TBD.
So you're still hopeful.
I'm still very hopeful to make the cut and make my FedEx. I've been clamoring for the day when I was a fetus that I could perform on the FedEx Forum court, and I think I might finally get my time.
You were getting outdanced by those 2 old white guys next to you.
I thought so, too.
They were getting to it, bro. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. Look, they went to the classes.
I was disappointed in you, to be honest, for those that have not seen the video.
Y'all got to yes, it's not as easy as you think.
Huh?
It's not as easy as you think. It's not as easy as you think.
I mean, look, they're teaching you dance steps, and then you've got to do the dance steps.
You say
well,
that?
How can the old people all?
Because they went to the classes. Huh? They have classes, bro, like pre-audition classes. I just went free ball. You know what I'm saying? Raw dog the class, raw dog the audition. I low-key
Look
cooked.
at this. All right, Devin's in the back. Devin's in the back of this. You did not cook.
I'm going crazy right now.
Okay, so obviously this is the auditions for the grannies and grandpas, which perform at. Look at this. You are so off. I mean, they are all in line.
Oh, they're cooking.
And there you are, and you don't even know. You don't even know the dance.
Yeah, you
and
just
this
start
is a very
improvising.
simple routine. You just start improvising.
I'm telling you, bro.
You represent the show.
If y'all went and did the same thing, y'all would not. Y'all look worse than I would.
No chance.
1,000%.
No chance. I can follow directions.
I will bet my life on
We
it.
can follow directions.
I will bet my life.
Me and Roser can both follow directions.
Y'all both don't have rhythm, though.
Yeah, and in fact,
y'all don't have rhythm.
You know what that is? Yes, we do.
No, y'all don't. I've seen y'all dance.
How dare you?
I try to clap on beat and y'all clap off the beat.
That's not true.
Clap right now.
That's not true.
Ready? You want to do it? No, we're going to do a test. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Okay, you caught that one. Roser, come on, your turn.
How dare you?
What?
Roser?
How dare you?
Roser, go. Happy birthday.
I've done this before. I don't need to do this again.
You got to clap. Ready? On the beat. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, I may screw that up. Like, I may screw it
So
up.
don't throw me in the same
You may be
pot.
straight.
Not with him.
You may be straight.
But I could do that.
Huh?
I can do that.
I mean, it's like country line dancing.
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Yeah.
And that's we're built for that.
Yes. We're built for it.
I actually cook line dances too, though. I'm a cold line dancer.
right.
I'm just saying, when it comes to
I'm just
freestyle,
saying, you
I'm
tried
good.
out for the Grizzlies and Grandies and Grandpas, and it was terrible.
It's all right. Look, bro.
A disgusting performance, in my opinion.
Look, I give it. See, the people gave me a B+ for effort. It's
A
all
B+?
good. Yeah, I tried, bro.
See, that's the problem in 2025. Just a bunch of beta males giving out grades for dance performances.
Hey.
All right, let's get to 10 things.
Let's go!
I love 10 things.
These betas.
Not the beta.
For effort? Will they give you a participation trophy? Number one,
Yes.
the rookies. All right, so look, it was, I will say, expected that I would get tremendous feedback on the Cedric Howard interview because we had talked about in the past when we had watched many of those things leading up. It was this rare instance where it wasn't like I was hearing the guy talk for the first time. So I knew what we were getting into on Friday when he came into the studio. I knew I had seen enough of the interviews, and we had even played them on the show when I told you how impressed I was with him. But even with that, it was overwhelming, the amount of people that reached out to me that had something to say about Cedric Howard being on the show, and how either teams, people saying, I wish my team would have taken him, or just obviously astonished that that is not what a rookie sounds like. And you guys know, for the last 25 years, I've brought in all manner of rookies, right? I've sat in from the O.J. Mayos and the Hashim Thabits and the Damari Carrolls and the Sam Youngs to the Wade Baldwins to you name them, right? I've interviewed most of the draft picks right after they get drafted. That has been commonplace. And he's at the very, very, very top.
It was so
it
was so crazy. I ran into somebody Friday night when I was out, and they were like, "Yo, I watched the interview. Is he just like that off camera too?" And I was like, "Yes,
he really is."
It was like that. It was that amazing that the person was like, "Yo, is he really like that in real life?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's."
It's not an act
it's
either.
Not an act. It's not an act.
It just and obviously got to meet his family. They were great, and he talked about how great his support system is, like his agent and his family and everybody. And they were all wearing Coward jerseys. They were all excited to be here, and so that was super cool. And so we had family coming in over the weekend, and I didn't get to come down. They made the press conference at 6:00 on Friday night, which made it very difficult to attend. So I was not there. You did go.
I was there. Yeah.
All right. So that was. I did see
pizza.
some of the clips of Javon Small and Meshack, Jemai Meshack from the University of Tennessee. There is the picture of the three guys. People immediately said, well, guess Luke Kennard's gone because Javon Small has got Luke Kennard's number.
That's crazy.
So that was a pretty good indication. And I guess Tyus Jones ain't coming back.
Meshack 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now Coward can be the best 23 in Grizzlies history.
No question.
Yeah.
It ain't going to take much. If he's not, we have got a huge problem on our hands.
Don't be a blind basketball player.
All right, so what'd you take away from being at the thing? There was a lot of dog talk for sure.
Yeah,
a lot of dog talk at the press conference.
A lot of lint talk too.
A lot of what?
Lint talk.
Link.
What's his name? Tumas brought it up.
Oh.
About how important kind of like link defenders is going to be a big thing for him. Like guys with they have long wingspans, guys that can get in deflections, get in passing lanes, i.e. Oklahoma City, right? He brought that up, and also he said he's going to coach the summer league team, which I thought was cool. Also, they coordinated. They all had black on.
Yeah, I wonder if that was on purpose. What do you think?
They definitely got the email.
You think so?
Yeah.
That they all decided to wear black at the same time?
Wear black together.
All right, so one of the things you mentioned, you passed over, was Tumas Isola, the head coach of the Memphis Grizzlies, is going to be coaching Summer League this year. We did get news this morning that said that he has added to his staff, and I told you guys to try to Google this guy. Penny Collins, who is the head coach at Tennessee State, is stepping down from his post at Tennessee State to take a job with the Memphis Grizzlies, which just seems incredibly strange, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what is the connection there? And then you guys went and looked it up, and sure enough, evidently Penny Collins played with Tumas Isola in Finland.
Yep. They played together in Finland.
Years ago, it just so happened the head coach at Tennessee State University was a former teammate of Tomas Isola. And so now he is leaving his post at Tennessee State to become an assistant with the Memphis Grizzlies. Kind of a cool story.
Yeah,
what are the chances? What are the chances that the head coach at Tennessee State was a teammate in Finland of some Finnish guy that played professionally over there?
Yeah, 2007 they played together there.
Hey, now he's from Nashville too, so he's kind of like be assistant coach for his home state team.
Where did he play in college? Where did Penny Collins play in college? Where was his college career? Because he went and obviously played overseas post college.
Let me see. Let me look that out real quick. I will say he got his nickname from same way Penny Hardaway. He said his grandma gave him that
Belmont.
nickname. Belmont. Okay.
Played at Belmont.
Nashville. He had Nashville to the core. He's from Nashville.
He had a 2-year pro career. He played at Belmont from 2002 to 2006. He was a 4-year starter there. He was the captain of Belmont's first ever NCAA tournament appearance in 2006. He left the school as the all-time leader in assists and steals at Belmont. He played 2 years of pro ball. One in 2007 in Finland, where he was a teammate of Tuomas Isola.
What a story!
That's crazy.
In 2006, he played in the then D League for the Bakersfield Jam.
That's an insane story, bro. Full circle for real. Like, who knew? Like that connection in 2007.
Was Tuomas really good in the Finnish league?
Man, he is tall as a mud, bro.
Do you know? We've never even looked it up.
Solo stats.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we just had 9 games with the guy or whatever it was, and then the playoffs.
I got you.
At the end of the season. It's a very short amount of time till we started doing the dives on Tomas Isola.
Okay,
So let's see. Here we go.
Yeah,
he was a solid player.
Yeah, he's not bad. Not bad. Tomas.
Did he always play in Finland?
Yes. Well, what's this one?
We don't know these leagues, bro. We don't know these teams.
Yeah, they all look like they're in, the Finnish league.
These teams are.
One of these is in the.
We got to find some highlights of him.
Yeah, we need some. You know what I mean? We need some Tomas highlights.
For sure. And because now he is. The only reason this has all come about is because we got that news this morning that this guy, Penny Collins, who's the head coach at Tennessee State, is now going to be one of his assistants with the Grizzlies. But that's neither here nor there. He is coaching the Summer League team. Yes. It seems like a wait and see. I'm not getting hopeful about the Cedric Coward playing in Summer League thing. Everybody's giving very non-definitive answers about this. Cedric Coward says he wants to play. You know, you're still coming back from. If he worked out for the team a week and a half ago and it wasn't like even to 3-on-3 he hasn't progressed to that point, then I'm not hopeful.
Yeah,
right.
I'm very pessimistic.
And it's not about necessarily the running into screens or anything like that. It is the strength of his arm, his shoulder that is coming back, right? Building up the strength there, because it's not as much running into things from what I gather. It's more of you go up for a rebound and somebody grabs your arm and pulls it back, and it's like that left arm is not, that left shoulder is, have you built up enough strength to be able to withstand somebody yanking it out of the air? Because those kinds of things can happen.
Stuff you can't predict.
And you know that they've always been, they've erred on the side of caution when it comes to this. So, look, I think we'll do it like this, right? If he plays, it'll be an amazing surprise. I'm not counting on it.
No, I'm not.
Right?
No, I'm not. Yeah.
The other two, certains.
Oh, yeah, I want y'all out there. I want y'all out there.
Jemai Mashak and Jemai Mashak acted like he could shoot. He did.
Yeah, trust me. When he said it, I was like.
He did. He's like, basically, like, I play a role, but I can't shoot. I've always been able to shoot. I was like, all right, we'll see. I mean, he averaged 6 points a game.
Yeah, somebody asked him, what is something that you bring?
Hopeful.
What is something that you bring to the table that people don't know about yet? And that was his answer. His shooting ability.
I mean, you did say he was a 4-star recruit.
He was a 4-star recruit out of high school.
He also hit like a half quarter to beat Alabama.
He did?
Yeah, he did do that. But, I mean, he was a 4-star recruit in high school. So
what were your first impressions of him?
He brought – he'll be here tomorrow. But the first thing he brought up, he said, when I was younger, I watched Tony Allen highlights. He said other kids are watching, like, scoring stuff. Like, this is a synopsis, but, like, he was like, other kids are watching scoring stuff, all that kind of thing. And I was watching Tony Allen highlights. And I was like, okay. I like
and
that.
It seems believable.
Yeah, like the way he plays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not just I'm in Memphis kind of thing. He was like, I was watching Tony Highland, and someone asked him about kind of being a dog. Like, where do you get that kind of mentality from? He said, I've always been like the guy, like, it's never been like, doing the little things never been like an extra thing for me. I've always wanted to do those things. And I was like, okay, this is the kind of mentality they're starting to get around here, where it's like doing the diving for loose balls. It's just in my DNA.
And the other thing is this: sometimes when you draft guys that have already been used to being a role player, there's no one of the hardest things that we talk about this all the time. It is. There are stars and there are role players, right? And it is very difficult for the guy that has to defend, rebound, and stand in the corner. That's not an easy transition when you have the ball in your hands all the time. It's just not. And we've seen all manner of players not be able to handle it all that well, right? It's hard to, as they say in the NBA, star in your role, right? And Lord knows, with every wing player they brought in here, whether it was David Roddy or whether it was Jake LaRavia or whether it was Zaire Williams or then even Vince Williams, who struggled with it last year, right? How can you play when the ball doesn't go to you very much? When you're getting 4 shots, when you're getting 8 shots, right? That is one of the things. If this kid can grow into being a player, you know he is comfortable not being the guy with the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
Because it's never been.
Exactly.
He just played on a fantastic college basketball team and did all the extra stuff.
Yeah.
Keep the ball moving, knock down corner threes. Most guys, though, that are capable, and I'm not going to tell you, they are Jake LaRavia, Zaire Williams, David Roddy, Vince Williams, they're all capable of doing more. Yeah. Jalen Wells, all capable of doing more. You don't get to. So can you start doing that?
Star in your role. Star in your role. Bro.
And then, so you got Meshack, and then what was your opinion of, what was your first impression, rather, of Javon Small?
He doesn't smile very often.
He doesn't smile?
Which I love. Not a big smiler.
Oh, really?
Not big on the smiling.
Oh. What's he upset about? He just got drafted.
He was, bro.
He's got a 2-way contract.
I could probably count on his hand how many times he smiled. So
really?
He was not smiling a lot. I mean, he smiled for like a photo for like 2 seconds, but like he was like, I was like, okay.
You think he was nervous?
I don't know. He wasn't smiling that much though. He did say his pops was in the student section at Oklahoma State. Thought it was funny. He was like, bro, my pop.
Did he bring up grandpa?
That's what I'm saying, granddad.
Oh, grandpa.
He said granddad.
Did we get him?
So he said you will see him.
My boy.
Yeah. I guess we gotta find a way to get Pops courtside. But he did bring up how much he said he drove me to every game. So he said when I got drafted, it felt like my granddad got drafted.
That's awesome.
He was like, it felt like because he's been on this journey everywhere.
Yeah.
Like down the road. He said when I was at Oklahoma State, my granddad was at every game in the student section. He was like, I would look up and see a 6-year-old in the student section, like, oh, what is he doing?
It's awesome to see. Yeah. Those are the great moments of the NBA draft, right? Yeah. And certainly that was one of the great moments of the second round of the NBA draft. Whether that was the Grizzlies, whether it would have been the Grizzlies or whether it would have been any other team, that moment was going to happen. And I'm glad it happened for a player that they drafted.
You know, he played against us, right?
Who?
He was at East Carolina.
Javon Small.
Yeah. Someone asked him about, do you remember anything about playing against Memphis when you the building? He was like, I know people in the city love basketball, blah, 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 for the Tigers. He was like, I'm ready to see what Grizzlies fans are, but like, he's like, I know when I was here for East Carolina, like, the fans here were rowdy. And he was like, they talk a lot of trash. I'm like, yep.
Was Coward equally awesome in the press conference?
Yes, and one thing he did that I love, bro, and I think somebody on Twitter pointed out, and I noticed it too when I watched it back. Every time he talked, he found a way to lift up one of his guys that was next to him.
Oh, interesting.
Thought that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Like if somebody made a point, like if let's say Meshack made a point about something, he would go out of his way to be like, go back to the reference what he said and be like, yo, lift up the guy next to him. I thought that was pretty dope. Because like, it tells you, like, bro, like all around just good dude, bro. Just good dude.
Because he's getting the majority of the question.
No question.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
he's the guy that's going to get the majority of the question.
Bring up the two dudes that are sitting next to him. Like, so I thought that was pretty dope, bro. So Cedric, he won.
You thought all in all, you walked out of the press conference being hopeful about these three.
I'm just excited about. I'm excited about Ced. I think Meshack can maybe be like a little guy we bring off, clamp somebody down.
It'd be South Haven.
Yeah. But
this is prove yourself, right?
Yeah.
The Grizzlies have done a very good job of evaluating talent, putting them on 2-way contracts, and then converting them.
Guess who popped up at the end though?
Who?
Your boy G.G. Jackson popped up.
Yeah.
He popped into the press conference towards the end. To like just say he was like dapping up everybody, telling everybody congratulations. Then Kleiman was like, "Bro, you're like this. You're like younger than them. What are you doing in here?"
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's younger than all the rookies.
Is Gigi Jackson younger than all of them?
Yes, he is.
Gigi Howard's 21.
Yeah,
Gigi's 20.
He just turned 20.
He just turned 20?
Yeah.
Wow.
Javon Small is
35.
20,
No.
And Meshack's definitely like 33.
Yeah, Meshack's 33.
Yeah,
he's been
a
in college for 85 years.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's younger than all three rookies. Gigi
I'll
is.
be damned.
So he popped in there. He was telling them congratulations, being Gigi, shaking hands, kissing babies, So yeah, it was cool.
It's nice for him to show up.
Yeah, and it was at 6 p.m., bro.
On a Friday night.
Yeah, got stuff to do.
Number 2, Grizzlies free agency. So the reason I'm mentioning this is because, as you guys know, I am a subscriber to my old buddy Mark Stein's Substack, and sure enough, he put out a article that details all manner of like different rumors that are going on. I'll give you a couple that he had mentioned in there. Full credit. He says the Hawks are now being frequently projected by rivals teams to be in pole position for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Which, wow. It's been a hell of a couple weeks for the Hawks.
Yeah.
And rebuilding that is something that could really win around Trae Young. They get Jaylon Johnson back, and they got Porzingis, and they got Dyson, they got Risache, and they got if they go and get Nickeil Alexander-Walker as well, another guard that you could put next to Trae Young that can guard people, but can also do it on the offensive end. So that was one they mentioned. The Pistons, he says, are strongly expected to focus on Karis LeVert. That was one. He mentioned Detroit, Dennis Schroeder coming off a deal, and that he is expected to maybe go become the point guard in Sacramento. For Schroeder, he mentioned. He's got a bunch of these on here. Some of them are super interesting. But then, as I'm scrolling down, he says, 2 significant potential surprise outcomes have materialized involving free agents as coveted as Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Numerous rival teams have pinpointed Memphis as the team poised to enter Monday's business at the forefront of the Ty Jerome chase.
Ty Jerome?
Ty Jerome, though, was intent on securing a deal that starts at the full mid-level after a breakout season in Cleveland, so it remains to be seen how much the Grizzlies are actually willing to pay Jerome, given their well-chronicled determination to maintain sufficient financial flexibility to renegotiate and extend the contract of Jaren Jackson Jr. and match any offers for restricted free agent Santi Aldama. Okay, first things first. He's hearing that from all. This is the way this goes, right? The way this goes is you're making your calls all around, and they say, where's he going? Where's he going? Where's he going? And he even says numerous things. So people are telling him, nah, Jerome's going to Memphis. Or Memphis is going after him, right? That's why you write that.
Yeah.
He's at, they say, if he starts bopping around asking about Ty Jerome, and more than a few people come back and say, nah.
Memphis is going to make a push.
They're going to be making, they're going after Ty Jerome. It says pinpointed. So obviously, Ty Jerome destroyed us last year.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have a high opinion about somebody, right?
Is he better than John Conchar?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's better than Jitty.
He was sixth man of the year. Was he second? He was second?
I don't know. He's better than Jitty. He is better than Jitty.
Oh, no, he was second to Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, to Pritchard. He's better than Jitty.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just asking, bro.
It's not even close.
I saw him in the playoffs, bro.
The playoffs.
Ty Jerome
in the playoffs,
he had a rough playoff.
It got a little spooky in that playoff.
He had a rough playoff.
You pressed up on him a little bit.
Yep. And for whatever reason, you will hold it against Ty Jerome, but you wouldn't against Desmond Bain.
What are you talking about? You talking about? No.
You want to talk about spooky?
No.
Spooky.
But no. Dez has a history of being able to score the basketball, bro.
Spooky.
I just want to make sure Ty Jerome.
There's a lot of guys. Oh, I'm saying there's a lot of guys that struggled in the playoffs.
I'm just saying, but he's connected to our team. So
No question.
I'm just not gonna be on some. Oh, we had Ty Jerome.
I would love to have Ty Jerome.
I think Ty Jerome playoff stuff that you saw. The Pacers made a lot of teams look like that at a lot of different times. But
Absolutely.
I think
But
because of the injuries the Cavs had, I think he was probably asked to do more than what he
Yes, he is a
should have
25 to 35 minute player.
Less than that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he is.
He played 20 minutes last year per game.
20 minutes per game?
Yeah.
And average what?
12 points a game.
Yeah, that's what he is. He's a
Hey,
20-minute per game guy. He doesn't need to be playing 30. He needs to
I
play
don't need
20.
you playing 30 minutes a game.
Play 20, 25
play-
every now and then, but we don't
maybe
need him playing
12
30.
minutes.
Go look what he did against us.
Oh, no, I remember.
Destroyed us.
I remember.
Also makes you wonder about the Scotty front. You know what I mean? Is this just an on-ball and off-ball guy?
I think it'd be
as well.
Is Tyrone, he had 26 against us.
Yeah, he destroyed us that night.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, they got to figure out the money to be able to get him.
Well, I'll tell you this. My whole Looney idea, that's out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. If you know that's if this is so and they're trying to go after Ty Jerome now, then you're not going to be bringing in Kevon Looney as well.
Yeah.
Right?
They got to clear a bunch of cap space if they're going to get Ty Jerome and sign Jaron.
So he follows with this. Evidently, league sources say, so you know he's getting this from everybody else.
Right.
Memphis spent the weekend actively trying to shed the contract of Cole Anthony.
Yeah.
Who they got in the Desmond Bain trade by finding a trade partner willing to absorb his salary.
Okay, so
there you go.
Yeah, you still need more though.
So there you go.
What are you saying? There you go.
No, I'm saying they're trying to get rid of. They're not. The whole Cole Anthony part of that trade. There's a reason why they didn't roll both of them out with all the pictures and the welcome to Memphis, because only one of them was actually going to be welcome to Memphis.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's true.
That's kind of funny.
I mean, he showed up.
I think we figured
I think we figured
that they were not going to keep Cole
Anthony.
Anthony. Like
He's a
they
small,
wouldn't-
like, chucker.
Well, especially if they're going after Ty Jerome.
Yeah, I don't.
As well.
Yeah, and Cole's not better than Pippen.
I don't.
Like
what?
I think Pippen's better than Ty Jerome. Okay. Bro, why do you think Ty Jerome's so good?
Okay. Because I've watched him play basketball.
Again. Okay, in the playoffs, he got played off the court.
So did Desmond Bain.
He played against the Thunder.
He played against the Pacers. Those were the two teams that played in the finals.
He played against the Thunder.
He was miscast.
As a primary player, though.
He was miscast at having to be the starting point guard for that team when Darius Garland was out.
We can't compare Desmond Bain to Ty Jerome.
I'm just saying you can't hold. Anthony Edwards looked like crap in the playoffs for a portion too. I got it.
He's just.
Ty Jerome is good.
Yeah, Ty Jerome is good, but I don't think even getting off.
He's a sixth man. That's what he is.
But I believe even getting off Cole Anthony doesn't give you the room to get Ty Jerome and Jaron's extension done. Like, you need more room than that to be able to do it.
Would you rather have Ty Jerome or Santi Aldama?
You asking me that?
Yes.
I would rather have Santi. I don't think. Why do y'all hold Ty Jerome so high up? Like, why is he? Like, why is this dude?
Oh,
like,
Dev, I'm not holding Ty Jerome up.
Like,
I mean, he's fine.
He's better. Santi's better than him too.
I don't know. I don't know.
He dropped 26
why wasn't Santi Aldama second and sixth man of the year? It's just part of a 64 win. I want vets, I want leaders, and I want proven guys. Ty Jerome's a bucket. He destroyed us.
Yeah.
I'm saying he did that. Yeah, he did. A lot of dudes destroyed us last year.
Not that many.
A lot of people cooked us last year.
Not that many.
We got cooked by a lot of people.
He's one of the ones that stands out
We got
like a
cooked.
sore thumb.
You could also just make the case though that like he played really well last year because he was on an awesome team and he played with better players.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's easy to
Like, you
be
can
six
make,
men
like,
when you just stand in the corner and shoot that mug.
Yeah, but you could make the case like who would you rather have, Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley or John Jaron?
Oh,
like there's a lot of people that would say I'd rather have Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. And then you have Darius Garland and Jared Allen also on that team.
But he was the bench guy.
Yeah, he was. That's why he played 20 minutes a game.
He was the guy coming off the bench. He's throwing.
I'm cool with Ty Jerome.
He's throwing the ball out to your boy Sam Merrill.
I would rather watch Ty Jerome than Gigi Jackson or Vince Williams.
Wow.
So like Ty's better than them. He is. He's better than them.
That's
not
he might
not
be better
crazy.
than them, but I just don't think. I mean, if he's on my team, I'll root for him. But I just don't understand he's better than this person. He's better than this person. He's just like, all right, bro. What is he going? Was he play point guard?
Yeah, he's backup. I mean, backup guard off the bench.
All right. If he's on my team, I'll be happy. But I just don't think he's better than Pippen, bro.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he's better than Pippen.
It's all they've got to have the money for it.
Yeah, I don't think he's better.
Like they've got to clear off stuff to be able to
dropped 30
even do
against the
that.
Thunder, bro. He dropped 30 against the Thunder.
I got it. They want to guard again.
I like Pippen. I like Pippen.
I'm saying.
I like him too.
I think Scotty
but
can
he was
get
the
better.
least. He was the least of their worries. They got 2 guys on Bane and they got 2 guys on Jaren. The other 3 guys got to. I'm saying the other 3 guys got to do anything they wanted to.
He just compared. Okay, you said Dez played against Kraut. He was getting double teamed, right? He was the primary.
Correct.
Ty Jerome was not that. He was not on that list, and he was getting just couldn't do nothing. Nothing.
He had a bad playoffs against the Pacers.
He couldn't do nothing. Nada. Nothing.
Well, I mean, you're going to act like the Heat series didn't happen too, right?
Well, Ty Jerome?
Because they did play. He did play against the Heat
well
as well.
against the Heat?
He did play. I mean, he did play. They played them in the first round as well.
Let me look at his game log
right?
against the Heat. I want to see that. Let me see.
So that was the second round of the playoffs, and they lost to the team that eventually represented the Eastern Conference.
Oh, this man had a 3-game stretch where he had 2, 2, 2, 7, 8.
Where's this?
Against the Pacers, bro.
Right.
Come on, bro. You.
I told you he's been bad in the Pacers series.
He is horrible.
Huh?
That's horrible, bro.
It's horrible.
That ain't bad. That's horrible. If 2 points, 2 turnovers, 2 points, 3 turnovers, 7 points, 3 turnovers, then he had 8 because they put him in just because.
Because they put him in because of what?
Just because, yeah, go out there and do something. We get cooked. But like I said, if he's on my team, I will have to talk my point. I'll talk my way.
You don't want it though.
You
don't want it.
Good.
You don't want Ty Jerome.
I'm good on Ty.
Okay.
Scottie Pippen's better than him.
Where are you on Ty Jerome?
I'm fine, but like again, you got to get the money to do it. And that's what I'm more concerned with.
Oh my God! You trying to be smarter than the cap guys?
really is. I'm not
it's
trying
the
to be
craziest
smarter than the
subplot
cap.
ever.
I'm not trying
yes,
to be.
you are. You're always like, well, how are we gonna do this? Like, bro, that's not your job.
I know
You're not
it's not my
numbers,
job.
You're not
So
Bobby
I'm
Marks,
cool.
Roser.
All
I'm
right,
cool
then,
with Ty
Catman,
Jerome.
explain to me how they could be pinpointing him.
I think they, yeah. I mean, they probably like him.
No. How though? If they don't have the money, how is that a
Well,
thing?
so they're trying to get off Cole Anthony. I think you also, if you want to work a sign and trade with Santi or something like that, then yeah, you can try to do it. But again, like
cap guy, man.
I know. He's always like, we don't have money for anything. But it's like, how is this a thing?
So if you
How
want,
is this a thing?
But if you want to extend Jaren, you're giving Jaren the majority of your. If you get off of Cole Anthony, all of that cap space is going to go to Jaren for his extension.
Why?
If you want to sign him to the extension, that's what you're going to have to give him.
Why would the extension not kick in until next year?
Because you renegotiate the final year of the deal. You're renegotiating the final year
and
of
that
his
could be
deal.
renegotiated to anything, right?
If you want to get him to sign the 4-year extension, you better be able to renegotiate this final year to be a number that you can then build the extension off of.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to probably.
And you think that takes you out of everything?
It takes you. Your mid-level goes to like 8.8 million rather than the 14 million. If you don't have cap space, which theoretically you would give all of it to Jaren, then your mid-level, which is like what they have now, you only have 8.8. You don't have the 14.4. So you've got to have more to be able to have the 14.4.
And if they move off of Cole Anthony?
But you can. If you move off of Cole Anthony, then what you're going to do is you're probably going to give. If you give it all to Jaren, yeah. Like that's essentially you'd be.
Well, you still have no. So if I shed $13.6 million in salary, I still have nothing.
You have your.
He's just always. So we have no money.
No,
we have no money.
We absolutely.
You also told me before the
No
offseason.
matter what we do,
No,
we have no
you
money.
do have money. You do, but I'm
told me
saying
the
I believe
offseason
it's
we
you
have
have
no-
8. You have 8.8. You'll have 8.8 million to work with as the mid-level.
Gotcha.
Because you've got to get Jaren to like between 35 and 36 million
If it's
this
true,
year.
hey, look, if it's true that Ty Jerome wants the full mid-level at 14.1, I don't think that's it.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
It'd be interesting to see what Santi Aldama gets.
It is because Brooklyn's the only team that has like the cap space to pay him more than that mid-level number.
Oh, is that right?
They're the only team that has, yeah.
Catman,
Now other
shut
team
up,
can
man.
trades. Other teams can make trades and get off of money to create the
sign a
room.
trade.
So
Yeah, right. Maybe a sign a trade or whatever.
Yeah.
So look, the other thing is, how about this story about Houston going after Dorian Finney-Smith? They're expected to offer him a 4-year deal. I was like, hey, what? Explain that to me, Catman. They've signed everybody under the sun.
Who?
How the hell do they have? How do they have Dorian Smith's money?
Houston?
Yeah.
Dude.
Probably, man.
Probably.
Tell me how it works.
Explain that one.
How's it working? They signed literally all their guys back. They even signed Jaylon Tate. I was like, what?
Jabari got a contract.
Jabari
5 years, $25 million.
Yeah, everybody getting deals.
They're
boy.
signing everybody. And then Mark Stein reported that they are going after Dorian Finney-Smith, who is a guy that obviously I'd love to have. I'd love to have Finney-Smith.
Somebody, who just said there's going to be some big deals tonight? Who said that?
It said...
Oh, Sham said that. Sham said there's going to be some big deals tonight, Pat.
Okay.
So we got some cooking tonight. He did tell us to stay up a couple nights ago and nothing happened. So
I guess the Jabari thing, because he's still on his rookie deal this last year.
You know one that didn't get a ton of traction that somebody told me about? So I will tell you, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys. Do you remember a couple of nights ago, this is before the draft, and I told you guys, somebody texted me and they said, hey, there could be a huge deal going down tonight. Not involving Memphis. And I was like, all right. Who? And they're like, I can't say. And I was like, is it big enough that I'm going to have to record a Ringer show tonight? And he said, yes. And I was like, what the heck? So anyways, obviously nothing happened. So then a few days later, I was scrolling through Instagram and somebody, I did not see this like gain a lot of traction anywhere, but it as I was scrolling through, it said, whatever, rumor or whatever. And I don't think this guy was probably talking in rumors. It's not that kind of guy. But on Instagram, it said rumor, and then it said there was a framework for a deal with Jaylen Brown and Sabonis. And I texted back. I said, is that what you were talking about? He goes, it is. I was like, because that would be big enough, right?
Yeah,
like that would be
such
a huge deal. And again, I don't know anything about it. I'm just telling you that a week ago, a guy told me, hey, there could be a massive deal go down tonight. And then when I just randomly saw some post and it said rumor, whatever. And I was like, I didn't see that anywhere else. But that would be huge. And so I sent to him, I was like, is that what you were talking about? And he was like, yes. Like, I guess that started getting bandied about amongst NBA people.
Yeah.
That's a possibility. And I was like, what in the world? That would be huge.
That would be
right.
massive.
I don't know. And again, we'll see how this all plays out.
You brought up the thing about them having a crazy amount of money, the Rockets. Now they're talking about the Finney-Smith and Nikhil. Luke Kennard's also on the list.
Well, Dorian Finney-Smith's got. It says they are prepared. Houston is believed to be readying a 4-year deal for Dorian Finney-Smith. So there you go.
Dang, bro.
I know.
Dang.
That's a big one too, right?
Yeah. Hey, Rosa, you see your boy Z-Will got paid?
Yeah, Zaire did get paid.
He got paid.
We're gonna get to all of these in a minute.
Okay.
On the Grizzlies front, right? We still need a center.
We do.
Daron
Sharp just got a deal too, so take him off the list.
Well, and I had mentioned Looney prior to is just he's been around for a long time. Again, you got to get somebody to get you by for a while. I also think that one of the things on the Looney front that gave me a little cause for pause. And again, if they're going after these other guys, you for sure ain't gonna have that. He'll probably get like 8 to 10, something like that. Like that's kind of the range, I would think. He's on the older side, but he's been a part of a bunch of title teams, and everybody loves him. That's why, again, I want guys that are winners and vets. Mm-hmm. So, let me get my train of thought here. On the Looney front, one thing that would concern me is just we talked so much about how the impact of the teams that make it to the NBA Finals is not only the wingspan and defense, but also a word that it's become like a catch-all for all of these teams when they talk about it, and this is the other one. So there's the wingspan and the defense, right? And that was true when it even came to the to the Grizzlies in their press conference, and then you heard all the rookies talking about it, and that was true across the board. Like you heard that all over the NBA. The other new phrase that everybody's using, and I think the Grizzlies used it too. Optionality.
Yeah, I did see that word.
Optionality.
Yeah. I heard that word.
And that is, look, it's a fancy way of saying what I talked about throughout those playoffs, which is you have to be able to deal with different teams. That one of the lessons of Minnesota builds up because look, the class of the West is Jokic. And then they faced Jokic. And then they get to the next round, and they're playing Dallas, who doesn't even really play they play a rim runner at center, and then they just space you out. And a lot of times it was just one guy dribbling the ball and four standing at the, maybe one sets a screen, a Gafford or a Lively, but the other ones, they're all spaced out everywhere, right? It's like, well, that ain't really great for the Gobert and Karl Towns thing. Yeah. And same thing happened this year. It was like, oh, man, the Knicks built up to be able to beat the Celtics, which they did.
But then having to get to the next round.
It wasn't as great when you were having to play a team that was sprinting for 48 straight minutes, right? And so all I would say is one of the lessons, the teams that made it to the NBA Finals are the ones that were able to deal with any kind of team. That's a long explanation for why the Looney thing would be a little bit of a, it's like, okay, does that help you play different? Because when Golden State wanted to go, you know what I mean? When they needed to go big, it was a Kevon Looney deal. Yeah. They needed to go small, right? Do you need another big that allows you to go small? Honestly, like the full version of Brandon Clark that we once had.
Yeah, we need a right? Brandon Clark type because we got our big lug.
Right,
Edie's our big lug.
Or yes, and a rim runner.
We need a rim.
Right?
Yeah, we need a rim runner because we got our big lug.
Somebody that can finish lobs playing center.
Yeah,
that's it. You know what I mean? 2023 Brandon Clark.
Yeah, we need another big. Maybe need two bigs.
Huh?
We need our team's kind of light on the front court right now. Yeah, right, two bigs.
Yes.
We got Edie.
I mean, depending on what happens with Santi.
We got Huff. Like, we light on the front court.
Yes.
We got to get some more bigs.
Right? Damn. Or, I mean, certainly you got to have somebody that can rebound the ball and get up and down the court.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
And so we will keep an eye on that. Number 3, NBA free agency. Oh, boy.
A lot of movement, man.
Yeah, a lot. So, boy, I'll tell you this. You'd have lost your mind if we signed Sam Merrill to 4 years, $38 million. I saw that one and thought of you immediately. Ooh, I've got a Sam Merrill hustle jersey.
Yeah, spin the block, man.
What a story he is.
Yeah, good for him, man.
We got him in that Grayson Allen deal.
We did. And he got hurt with us.
And never had him.
We never used him.
We never got to see him. Davion Mitchell, 2 years, $24 million. How about your boy Garrett Temple?
Hey,
hanging on.
It pays to be a good dude,
for
man.
one more year of who he played for.
The Toronto Raptors?
It is. Yeah. 1 year, $3.6 million. Just for the vibes.
Who's the backup quarterback all those years? Chase Daniel.
Yep.
That's who he is.
Yep. Julius Randle got 3 years, $100 million. Do you think Minnesota's just going to run it back? With their guys, they signed their guys.
They signed all their guys back. The Nas one shocked me.
Nas got 5 years, $125 million.
It's a solid deal.
It is a solid deal. Yeah. I liked the Jabari one.
Yeah,
I'm a Jabari Smith fan.
That's gonna be a steal.
I'm a Jabari Smith fan.
If he can hang around KD a little bit, that contract's gonna be a steal for them, bro.
Yes. Jalen Williams, the non-starter, he got 3 years, $24 million.
Light-skinned Duke Dennis.
Yep. Then how about the James Harden one? 2 years, $81.5 million. Whew. Man. I mean, I guess look, all his peers are getting paid $70 million. It seems like. That's the price of doing business, right? Bobby Portis one, that one hurt me. He got 3 years, $44 million. I would have loved to have had Bobby Portis, and that's not that bad of a deal.
No.
Right? To have Bobby Portis in the mix. Jabari Smith, as we mentioned, he got 5 years, $122 million. Let's see. Going down the list, what else happened since we've last talked about this? We had the trade that went on for Lonzo Ball and Isaac Okoro. Okay. I mean, I guess that's their Ty Jerome replacement.
Yeah.
Lonzo Ball, right?
Yeah.
It's their Ty Jerome.
And Isaac Okoro couldn't shoot at all in the playoffs, and they were like,
yeah, could not shoot.
He can't do nothing.
And then, look, here's one of these. This is great. This is one of these moves that you could get away with if you're Sam Presti and anybody else. So they took these guys in the draft, right? And then they basically just traded their late first-round pick from last year for nothing.
Dylan Jones?
Yeah, they just got rid of, you know what I mean? Like you can pull this off when you're that. When you've got 1 million draft picks and it's just spray the board.
Yeah.
We'll see which one. Like, what if he ends up being really good?
If we look up and Dylan Jones can
Trey Mann was pretty good.
We're gonna be like,
and they just discarded him. It is kind of crazy, though, that you're in a position where, I mean, you literally give somebody an asset to just, all right, look, we got to get off this so we have the roster spot. Like, well, you just drafted him in the first round. And nobody even blinked.
Nobody cares.
Nobody even blinked.
Sam Presti, bro.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
They'll bring in a couple more and see what hits, right?
The Thunder way.
It's kind of wild. Then the other one was, that Yusuf Nurkic for Colin Sexton thing broke my heart.
Yeah, I feel you.
I have coveted Colin Sexton so badly. And the other thing is, from draft day, I have loved Colin Sexton. And all I've ever said is, bro, get him on a good team. Let him play in the playoffs somewhere. Ever. Just on all those rat-ass Cleveland teams. Then that rat-ass Utah team. Am I going to have to wait till Colin Sexton is 35 years old to see him playing for somebody good?
Yep. He's 26 now. You're getting the clock's ticking, buddy.
Do you know how annoyed LaMelo's going to be by him at practice?
And the other way around.
He doesn't care.
And the other way around. Colin Sexton's going to be so annoyed by LaMelo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Picking up full court, like, bro, can you chill? Relax, bro.
I love Colin Sexton. I've always wanted him. Yeah. I've always wanted him on the Grizzlies, and it broke my heart.
They have now.
I got a purgatory.
The Jazz, for this next season, they have on expiring deals John Collins, Yusuf Nurkic, Jordan Clarkson, KJ Martin. They only have for 26-27 $55 million on their books. That's all they have.
Jeez. We got Joe Ingles. He got the Garrett Temple deal in Utah.
Shout out to the old head.
Oh, I'm sorry, in Minnesota. They want him around. Colin Gillespie.
Wait, what?
A one-year contract with the Phoenix Suns. I know you're sorry that we missed out on that.
So sorry. I missed the Colin Gillespie Grizzly days.
Colin Gillespie. I will say, how much I appreciate it. I love and Woj used to do this too.
Yeah.
I love the announcement of the deals and then the agent shout-outs. So-and-so and so-and-so negotiated this deal.
A little massaging,
right? And it's just a little like, hey, thanks for the breaking news.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got your boy Zaire Williams, as we mentioned. He got 2 years.
2 years.
$12 million. He can buy a lot of bottled water with that. And then we have the DeAndre Ayton just being dumped. But, do you know what a sack of crap he's got to be for them? And of course, he's going to end up a Grizzly now that I say this. But seriously, why would they just – I got it. You got Donovan Clingan. You just drafted Yang.
They told that man, go home.
But
$36 million.
How do you tell it? You got to really not want somebody around
That's
you.
That's what I'm saying. $36 million, just get away.
Because he's only – yeah, dude, he's 26 years old. He turns 27 in a couple weeks.
And just you can't get anything for him?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to get anything for him? I guess
I'd rather just wait.
No
I'd rather
market?
just cut him.
Well, you remember he was asked for the first half of the year, and then he said he was because he was sleeping on a inflatable bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Do you remember this man he missed a game this year because he couldn't get out of his neighborhood? I can't come to work today. It's ice in my neighborhood. Everybody else showed up.
They just had enough of it.
Yeah.
I told you last year when I watched, I remember people loved when I said, I watched the game he played against the Grizzlies. I said, it was like he had AirPods in. He was just jogging up and down the court. Like, you are TFN. And it's crazy because you see his numbers and his number. Like, if he showed any heart whatsoever, this guy could be amazing.
Just try. Just try.
He gets those numbers and he doesn't do anything.
Bro,
just because he's like super big and super athletic.
You want to hear his last game as a Portland Trailblazer? This might have been the last straw. You said he's big as hell, right? 7 foot, 252 pounds. He played 19 minutes of basketball, 10 points, 0 rebounds, and 4 fouls.
Oh, yeah, dude. He just wants to stand at the free throw line and take free throw line jumpers.
He does not give a F, bro.
No. He's like, I just want to take free throw line jumpers.
What is the best way you can call a team just saying, we are willing to pay $35 million to not have this person around? What is the nicest way you can phrase that? Because I will tell you, my boy Shams did it. This gives Ayton, a former number 1 overall pick who went to the NBA Finals with the Suns, the chance to receive a fresh opportunity as the Trailblazers build around their depth of young centers.
Yeah. My guy's 26 years old, bro.
You know, is it
He's
possible?
not like 45, bro.
That is NBA, who went to the NBA Finals. It gives him the bro, they literally are paying you $35 million to not be a part of a team that's not even that good.
Yeah.
That's tough.
An average basketball team.
That means he's probably going to be a Laker, man.
Isn't it
He's gonna be a Laker,
wild
bro.
that both teams, like Phoenix and Portland, when they made that trade, the Nurkic-Ayton thing, they're both just like, thank God we just get rid of these bums. And then Portland gets Ayton and Phoenix gets Nurkic, and like a year later they're like, holy crap, we hate these guys too.
Yeah, bro. He's going to be a Laker, though, bro. Just be ready. He's going to be a Laker. You know, LeBron, he's a center. Even if LeBron's doing the thing he does every year, too, that's just annoying the hell out of me.
Dude.
If Bron's there...
LeBron James may go elsewhere.
LeBron got his son.
You don't know.
LeBron got his son drafted, bro.
Yeah, but he could get him traded too.
Bro,
Yeah.
LeBron,
Trust me, they got power.
LeBron is the person, bro. We all know somebody like this, bro. If nobody's talking about you, you need to find a way to get yourself back in the news. So you got to do something. This is his thing he does. It's so annoying.
I don't buy that. I think it's coming down to
thinking about it.
I think it's coming down to the end of his career, and if he looks up and says, "I'm not the guy," they're built. Look. He spent his whole life with somebody building him around him, with him in mind. No matter.
Yeah.
But always built with him in mind. That ain't what's happening in LA. The other thing is,
Luka.
he loved Jena. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just sold the team. Like, I'm just saying there's a lot of things that when you're coming to the end of the career, it's all I think he wants to end up in Dallas with Kyrie and Anthony.
Nah, bro.
I do.
Right.
I do.
He ain't going nowhere, bro.
I
would
think
be
he may
surprised
not,
if-
but
And
if
then
he
you
does,
can see Nico's vision.
but if he does want to win a title,
That dude taking to the podium and saying now people are starting to see the vision
Out of pocket.
after you had a 1.8% chance of getting the number 1 pick.
Hey.
It's crazy.
I will give him
no awareness, bro.
I will give him
Zero.
this. I will give Nico this. Is he stood up there and said defense wins championships. And the freaking winner of the championship won because of defense.
Roser,
They won on defense. The Thunder won the title based on their defense.
You know how easy it is to say that, bro?
Yeah. I mean,
you don't get a coin for saying
are you gonna give
defense wins championships.
I do. I give him a coin.
Bro, the
dumbass.
Cincinnati Bengals said defense wins championships when they were 1-15, bro.
I think
Yeah, but the Cincinnati Bengals didn't trade Joe Burrow or Jamar
I'm just
Chase.
saying, like, it's so
they
easy
doubled
to
down
say
and
that.
kept them.
Anybody can say that, bro.
No, it would be the Cincinnati Bengals trading Jamar Chase, saying defense wins championship. We're using this money on defense.
Anybody
that would
can
be
say
what
but
they
I
did.
think like Newt Rockney said that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's not like he didn't invent something.
I know he didn't invent
a new phrase, bro.
I know he didn't invent it, but his point for trading Luka was defense wins championships. We're not going to win a title with that guy because he doesn't care about that end of the court. I need guys who care about.
It did work out well with them getting.
And the winner of the title was a
by
defensive
Minnesota.
first team.
They did. So Kyrie Irving's gonna be your guy, huh?
Whenever he plays,
I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Klay Thompson, 85-year-old Klay Thompson.
Well, that's the
Defense
point.
wins
Like,
championships.
I actually think like that. I sent you the trade that works, like Lakers Mavs. Like I actually think that would help both
teams. It was
teams.
Klay Thompson, P.J. Washington, and
Gafford, and then whatever picks you want to do to make it work for LeBron and Bronny.
It wasn't that crazy.
And then you have Kyrie, LeBron, Cooper Flagg, and Anthony Davis.
And Michael Thompson played with
Magic with the Lakers. He was on those Lakers teams.
And
he calls Lakers games now.
Klay Thompson signed thinking he was going to play with Luka.
He did do that. That did
And now
happen.
you got P.J. Washington back with Luka. You got Gafford back with Luka.
There's no chance.
Just saying it works.
To LeBron to Dallas.
You never know.
LeBron's last 2 seasons in Dallas, bro, did not sound.
His last 1 season.
And then Nico can say, see?
I was going to get LeBron the whole time.
Yeah.
Defense wins championships. Bro, I can't believe you
Defense
quoted that
wins
shit,
championships. Shout out Nico.
Said nobody ever.
Me. That's right. I'm the first one to say it.
Oh my God.
It is mine.
You're the
Johnny
first one.
Maverick.
You're the first one to say
I'm
it.
the first one to
You're
say
like Christopher
shout out
Literally,
Nico.
you're the only person that said anything that didn't have fire in front of it.
Yeah.
I know, right? You're
him.
like Christopher Columbus.
Yeah. I just discovered
That's your
it's a new
all-time
world.
Zag. I'm
Yeah.
actually a Nico.
Shout out Nico.
guy.
I'm a
actually
Nico
love
guy.
Nico Harrison.
Shout out Nico.
I see the vision, Nico.
I see the vision.
All right, take a break. We're back into this Chris Vernon Show.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes me off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
What can the Memphis Grizzlies learn from the Thunder Pacers NBA Finals Series?
Your style of play is not something that you really have to change. Both of these teams love to play fast. Both of these teams love to play really aggressively on the defensive side of the ball.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. It says Pac-12 welcomes Texas State ahead of their 26 relaunch. Texas State's going there?
All
right. Texas State's officially joined the Pac-12. The conference announced today.
That sentence is a wild sentence.
Becoming the league's 9th member ahead of its relaunch in 2026.
A lot of kids growing up with a different Pac-12 than what we did.
I know, right?
Crazy.
This is who they got so far.
I remember when it was just the Pac-10.
This is who they got so far. Boise State, Colorado State, Fresno State, Gonzaga is non-football, Oregon State, San Diego State, Texas State, Utah State, Washington State.
Well, maybe if we change to Memphis State.
Everybody's a state.
So we got to be Memphis State.
Let's
then.
change back to Memphis State.
Memphis State.
Yeah.
We're Memphis State.
Yeah, Memphis State. I'm fine with the rebrand.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Ed Scott, make it happen.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Honestly, the basketball jerseys and even I think the football helmets, the MSU, I think they were even better when they
I
looked
agree.
like that. Yeah.
I agree.
So there you go. Texas State is joining. It says, historic moment belongs to our coaches, student athletes, fans, alumni, and students. As the Pac-12 flagship school in Texas, we will proudly embrace the opportunity and responsibility that comes with it. That is in San Marcos. That's where Texas State is.
Okay.
Says, which is only 35 miles south of the University of Texas in Austin.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Also did not know this. They have more than 40,000 students.
At Texas State?
Yes.
But Texas is a big-ass state, boy. They got kids
Yeah, but it says it's one of the 25 largest undergraduate enrollments amongst public universities in the United States.
Wow. Did not know that. We learn something new every day, B.
What's kind of crazy about that? I've never met anybody that went to Texas State.
No.
Or heard of anybody that went to Texas State for that. It's one of the top 25 schools in terms of enrollment.
Wow.
Let's see.
I didn't see that one coming.
I got you, bro.
I didn't know that.
The most Lyndon B. Johnson went to Texas State.
Oh.
President Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah, he was a president.
Yeah, my bad. I put that in there.
Who else? Anybody
who
else?
We got that we would know. I thought it said Sidney Sweeney. It says, George Strait is from. He went to Texas State.
Really?
Yeah, George Strait. We know George Strait.
All his exes live in Texas.
Yeah. Let's see who else we got.
Alexis Texas went there.
Shut up.
That's what she did.
She did?
Yeah, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, keep zooming, please. Freaky Roser, bro. Alexis Texas did not go to Texas State.
I literally typed in Texas State.
And she came up first?
Texas State University famous alumni and the people that pop. This is the order it goes in. George Strait, Lyndon B. Johnson,
Texas.
Jonathan Joss, Alexis Texas, Beth Moore, Shawn Michaels, Powers Booth.
Wait, Shawn Michaels the wrestler?
Yeah. Hey, your boy Paul Goldsmith went there too. Paul Goldsmith with the
Paul Goldschmidt?
Yeah, went to there.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd stand
more than
corrected.
you know.
I stand corrected. Yeah. There's a lot of people that I guess I just don't know them personally.
I think I'm gonna give Alexis Texas the crown jewel of Texas State.
I wonder if that's where.
Yeah, zoom in on him now, Jalen. This
giving her
pervert over here.
I wonder if that's where she got her name.
100%. The real Miss Texas.
She used to be Alexis Texas State.
Yes, and she took the state off.
She just took the state off.
Oh, there's also a cast member of SNL in 2022. His name is Devin Walker. who went to Texas State University.
There
Spells
was-
Devin different. Spells
okay.
it Devon, but
That's the wrong way to spell it.
Okay, let's get back to 10 things.
I love the rest of 10
Shut
things.
up, Roser.
It's just true.
Number 4, Ace Bailey caved. Ace Bailey showed up in Utah after his quasi agent / handler / embarrassment went on, had the Jay-Z song on the Instagram stories or whatever it was. I mean, that thing was, and then they finally got somebody responsible to come in and they're like, hey, everything's gonna be okay, right? And then he showed up, by the weekend he showed up and he was working out in their practice facility. And I will say, the video they posted of him working out in their practice facility, I was like, my God, all of this garbage has made you forget what a damn athlete he is.
Bruh.
He is freaky.
Fresh off the plane, too.
Freaky.
Yeah.
Look, and so he is going to be playing for the Utah Jazz. But one of the things that we talked about was it's just a matter of time before he reports and ends up playing for the Utah Jazz, right? That you don't have the juice when you aren't represented by one of these power brokers, okay? Like, if you would have told me that Rich Paul told a bunch of teams, don't take this guy, and then they did, like, it's plausible that that could happen one day, and you could screw up your franchise because he represents way too many people within the league and is going to represent draft picks, and, like, it's just bad business, right? Like, his word carries weight. And we saw that happen last year. You remember Bob Myers and everybody was coming on, and they were saying, not that it would have mattered, but that they were actively telling every team, do not draft Bronny James. Don't. And guess what? Not that they would have, but they sure as hell weren't going to when he says that, right? Because there's probably a clutch player on their team, and if there's not now, there probably will be in the future. And it's like, these guys do carry real weight, and when you are dealing with, Omar Cooper as your handler, it's like it's like what I told you guys on Friday. It's like if you're Danny Ainge and he says we don't want to play in Utah, and you say, so? You say, well then, or what? What are you gonna do?
Right.
What are you gonna do? Destroy this kid's career? Like, you have no leverage. Like, honestly, like, if you're Mark Bartelstein, if you're Rich Paul, if you're one of these guys, you got leverage. And to that point, I can't tell you how many people tagged me on this one. Did you guys see this over the weekend?
What happened?
The video that came out of Rich Paul on
in the whip?
draft night?
Yeah.
This is on draft night, or this is the day of the draft, with Matt Ishbia, the owner of the Suns. He's talking to him.
If you guys keep seeing, I'm going to mention the name and you tell me how much you like him. Come on, Malawak, if I can get him there.
A lot. That'd be my first choice.
Okay, done deal. That's all I need to
You
hear.
can get there?
I'm going to try my best because you're our first choice. If he gets past Brooklyn, then yeah. But let me make those calls so I can let you do what you need to do.
All right, yeah, call me back when you get you here.
I will. Okay.
Guess who Phoenix took 10?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, this has been going on since the beginning of time.
Yep.
Once upon a time, Jerry West and Sonny Vaccaro made sure that Kobe Bryant ended up in Los Angeles.
Yep.
I mean, this has been going. That's 30
And
years.
it's
That's 30 years ago.
It's 2025, and Rich Paul is making sure Kalaman Malawak ends up in Phoenix.
All I'm saying is that guy.
Yeah, he's got power.
He's got juice. He's got power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might not want to cross him. You might not want to do what he encourages you not to do.
Yeah.
Ace Bailey's representation. What are we doing?
Who are you, bro?
Who are you?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah.
If you say, who do you think you are to Rich Paul, like, you may reap some very terrible consequences.
Yeah.
Seriously. They're powerful now.
Yeah, they are. Especially he got a lot
And
of
they will
dudes.
not, and that's not slowing down.
Yeah.
You see them signing new guys every single year. Not just draft picks. I'm talking about, like, current stars.
Yeah.
Where
And they make it, I saw this clip a couple of weeks ago, Peja Stojakovic blaming Rich Paul for everything that happened with Sacramento, saying, because Fox signed with him.
Okay,
And so then they made sure that happened, and then he made sure Levine was the guy that they got in sack, and he's moving and shaking, and people always say he's, they've been in quiet. That's the other thing about that whole LeBron thing. How much juice he got now?
Yeah.
It ain't Genie busting that crew no more, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's not a LeBron operation. It's a Luka operation.
It's a Luka thing. It is
it's
how do we best
operation.
maximize?
You know what I mean?
How do we start maximizing Luka?
Right.
Yeah,
and we saw what happened last year in the playoffs. Like it's those guys. They went against Minnesota. And they ended up by game 3, it's like, okay, our best shot is we literally have to play these guys all 48 minutes. We have to.
And Braun almost died.
And he almost died, man. He was dead.
That's tough, bro. By the way, your boy Ace is wearing number 19, a very rare number in the NBA.
19?
Yeah, nasty number.
Is that because he's 19?
Ace Bailey.
Because of his age? I'm serious.
He's 18 years old.
He's 18?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go. We got a list of guys.
We got a list of guys.
Garrett Temple.
Well,
Didn't Garrett Temple wear 19?
Nah, bro.
Rajah Bell?
I think he was 7. I think he was 7.
I guarantee you Garrett Temple wore 19 somewhere. He's been on 65 teams.
20 NBA stops.
Garrett Temple has not worn number 19.
Oh, damn.
I told you, bro.
How many numbers has he worn?
I don't know about him.
A million.
I got you. Hold on. No, he got 17 most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, because
who's
nobody
all
wants
worn
it. I knew it was something close to
17's
that.
a
It's
nasty
nasty.
number, too.
Hall of Famer?
17?
It's a nasty number.
We got a Hall of Famer, Lenny Wilkins.
Okay.
He wore number 19.
Willis Reed wore too, right?
Bano!
Oh, nice move by Bano.
Bano wore 19.
19 is a very
Memphian, Southwind High graduate.
Jonathan
Williams wore number 19.
Shout out to him.
Hidu Turkoglu wore it for 1 year. Oh, another Hall of Famer, Willis Reed. Willis Reed, Lenny Wilkins, Don Nelson.
Then y'all boy wear y'all boy.
Who's y'all boy?
Who's y'all boy?
Little buddy used to dribble around in circles.
Daquan Jeffries.
Bob Cousy, he wore 14.
Yeah, Bob Cousy wore 14.
That's y'all. That's everybody. That's y'all favorite player.
Oh,
people love Bob Cousy.
PJ Hairston.
Y'all love Bob Cousy.
Former Grizzly.
We weren't even alive.
Yeah, we were not alive for Bob Cousy.
Ty Jerome fans over here.
Yeah. Former Grizzly PJ Hairston.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Wore
terrible
number 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 5. Malik Beasley.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Bet we can get him cheap.
Bad terms.
Yeah, Roser.
I mean,
come on. Too soon, Roser.
Boo. Did you do it on purpose?
I mean, I'd sign him.
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
That you bet we can get him?
No, that just no.
Oh, okay.
We're not doing that.
I'm not that clever.
Okay. So Malik Beasley, the story comes out yesterday that he is under investigation for gambling activities, okay? Related to prop bets and whatnot. Now, I've seen, and they got, reasonably specific about when this happened. So, of course, you've got your internet sleuths that go back and find, not only plays, but also, moments. And that one can be, I think that one's kind of goofy because you could probably do that about all manner of players that affected lines in games. But the one that stood out to me is David Purdom, who covers gambling online. He did have one that he put out there, which was interesting.
You talking about the Knicks one, bro?
No.
The one where the spread's 7.5.
No. That's the end of a game situation.
Yeah, the end of the game.
And he sprints to go.
Sprinted for the layup. I was like,
that was a little.
That's a little.
That was pretty bad. But no, because this is. I don't think on the plays thing. I don't think you could get on that. This is the one, and I think this is probably there's probably enough. This is how this happens. So something gets kind of flagged. Okay, something gets flagged.
Yeah.
And then it gets flagged and they take it down or whatever. And because some weird, this is what happened in the Jonte Porter thing.
Yeah.
It's what the hell? Why is there this much money coming in on Jonte? This doesn't make any sense. There was one that was in a January game, and it was a Malik Beasley rebounding prop over 2.5, and the line went crazy. It went from whatever minus 110 at 2.5 to by the time the game went off, it was minus 260 or something.
Yeah, right.
Meaning they start getting a lot of heavy money on Malik Beasley over 2.5 rebounds, right? It's just very strange.
It's a strange thing to bet on.
It's a very strange.
Why are you getting a lot of action on that prop?
Oh, 2 rebounds.
And then immediately, I'm sure, at FanDuel or wherever, all the sirens go off. They're like, okay, there's thousands of dollars coming in on Malik Beasley's rebound. Who has ever bet? Do you know what a freako you got to be to bet Malik Beasley rebounds?
Yeah,
you don't even think about it.
It is exactly how it happened to Jonte Porter.
Exactly.
Why is all this getting bet? Yeah.
So here's all I'm going to say. I don't know. It sucks that your name's being drugged through if you didn't do anything. But feds do not get involved in this stuff for funsies.
No, they don't.
The fact that the feds are in on it, the district attorney's in on it, I was like, oh,
yeah,
hell.
he got a mugshot and everything.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, because we're not finding, that happened by the time, all I'm saying is this. I hope it's not so. I hope he didn't do anything, okay? My inclination is to believe that they're way far down the road by the time you get that press release or that news from Shams.
Yeah.
Do you know how this ain't just hey, we just kind of started on this?
No, they've been doing this case for a minute.
It's
like
very
the Diddy thing.
No, so, honestly, it's very reminiscent of what happened to our guy and that whole crew. Tony back in the day, right?
Yeah.
And what he has chronicled the biggest mistake of his life. You didn't know about it until, bro, they had it. I'm telling you, they've got all the text messages that Malik Beasley sent. They got all the
all the
by the time
everything.
Shams gets to report that, it ain't hey, we're kind of looking at it, because you ain't running somebody's name through the mud over that. That doesn't even make news. If I'm just you know what I mean? We're kind of looking into this. You ain't looking into nothing, bro. The feds have already. You already looked into it.
They had somebody on the inside too.
Right.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, by the time Shams Charania gets to report that, that's where I would be like, oh crap, because this is exactly what happened in that whole. The thing that Tony got caught up in with the big baby and the Terrence Williams or whatever, the district attorney is out there investigating. Bro, they had it all. They had all that by the time you heard about it, they had their case was built.
Yeah, it was done deal.
Yeah.
And Jonte Porter, same thing.
Yeah.
You think they just started looking into it then? No way. Because here's the deal. This is what I'm telling you. You also would not put out his name or allow his name to come out there like that if he wasn't. This is my opinion only. I don't know anything. But I can't imagine that they would put his name out there or allow his name to be put out there. Unless, because, right, let's just say, you say, oh, Malik Beasley, they're thinking about this, whatever, right? What do these guys all do? They go and they throw your freaking cell phone in the river. You pull that SIM card, right? You know what I mean? You're so far down the line.
Oh, yeah, they already
And so what I'm saying is they have all his phones. They have all his transactions. They have all his transmissions. They have all of everything. By the time you get to the point where you get to hear his name out loud, they've got all that. Because if you're Malik Beasley, you try to destroy everything if you did anything.
Oh, he knows.
What I'm saying is they've already got it all.
Oh, he know he flat.
Yeah,
he flat for sure. But if you
that name coming, and here's what I think. I think they did it. Honestly, I don't think it would have. Again, I think the NBA is in a situation where, let's just say, right, that, now again, I guess your contract would be null and void, but I don't think it's a coincidence that immediately it was being reported. He was about to sign a 3-year, $42 million contract. come back with the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? And it's like, wait, what? Like, that's super specific. And then it was like, but they're putting that on hold. So, I mean, let's give everybody a heads up.
Yeah.
This guy might not get to play basketball.
Yeah.
Because he'd get banned from the league forever.
Yeah.
If he did it. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know what he did. But I'm just saying.
The feds
it's
after
very,
you, bro.
the feds and what we have learned about stories like this in the past. You remember there was the medical scam in the NFL with Clinton Portis and those guys.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you're not hearing about those names until they're down the road on this.
Yeah.
They're not leaking that. Because who does that benefit? Nobody.
Also, if you were to make
horrible,
if you were to make a list of players that
it's almost like trial balloon, right? Hey, Malik Beasley. I mean,
but if you make a list of players that would probably get caught up in this, his name would probably be on the list.
Malik Beasley.
If you were to make a starting five and play, like even when Terry Rozier got called, he was like, of course.
I mean, Malik Beasley did play playoff games with an ankle bracelet.
That's what I'm saying. He hoops like he got prop bets. Yeah. Like for sure.
I'm just saying, like, as soon as I saw that reported, I was like,
they got him.
Feds do not get
Feds
involved.
don't put
That's
news out
not
unless
for
they've
fun.
already got stuff.
And
yeah.
it's also not for funsies.
No,
they ain't just. And you could. And look, they also know once the story's out there, your reputation is shot.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be making jokes about Terry Rozier and Malik Beasley until the end of time, whether he did anything or not.
Right.
Because his name's out there.
Yeah, every time he shoot a step back three ball, it's like, yo.
Now, the Rozier thing was investigated and he was clean.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though he still be hooping like he got a prop bet.
So hopefully the same is true for Malik Beasley. Hopefully, that would be horrendous for the NBA. Especially when a guy like he got a lot of votes for Sixth Man of the Year.
Yes, he did.
Had a great season. He had one of the most prolific three-point shooting seasons in the history of the NBA.
He was close to signing like a $30-something million extension with
had a hell of a
Detroit.
season.
Now
Detroit. I said Minnesota.
He had a hell of a season.
Until it's all put on hold. Now it's all put on hold.
Right.
Like Shams has said that they were close on a new deal.
Yeah.
That's tough.
With the number.
That's tough.
He even had the number for the Pistons.
Yep.
And so now they're and get this. Stein's saying that they're going to go after LeVert.
Oh.
Karis LeVert.
Yeah.
That's not bad. A Michigan guy.
He is a Michigan guy,
yeah. Michigan. Tim Hardaway was a Michigan guy.
Also, I think JB loved him in Cleveland.
Makes sense. He's a good vet, bro. Bucket.
Karis LeVert is a bucket.
Oh, man.
He averages more against us than any other team for his career.
He's a bucket.
Seriously, he's averaged like 22
But that would
a game
make sense,
against
right?
us.
JB had him, and he had him in. And was JB the coach when he destroyed us? I think he was.
Yeah.
No, that would have been Taylor already. That was in the bubble. That was Taylor's first year, right?
By the way, the Knicks still don't have a coach.
No,
I hope it's Dawn Staley.
Nah, Dawn ain't leaving.
I hope.
She ain't leaving this.
What are you talking about? You don't think she'd leave South Carolina to be the Knicks coach? That would be. You want to talk about blazing a trail?
It would definitely.
Oh my God!
Trail
If not only the first female head coach in the NBA, but also in New York City, that would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. I don't think she would.
The other thing is, anybody that takes that job is going to win.
Oh, they got
It's
coach.
a great job to
The
take.
team
The
is
team is
awesome.
good.
You're going to win games.
Yeah, you got players.
You're going to win games.
Yes. You can be like anybody could take that job. Like they
Yeah,
could
I know,
hire.
right?
They could hire someone.
Stevie Wonder can take the job and win 60 games.
You're going to win 50 games. You're going to make the playoffs because that roster is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what? I heard one conspiracy theory.
About the Knicks?
Oh, it wasn't a conspiracy theory. It was, well, yeah, you could probably log it as that. I think it was Arenas that said it.
Oh, God. Mr. Clickbait.
No, saying that what's going to happen is, now this was his theory.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is they fired Tibbs, which everybody or most people thought was goofy. And then they're going to do this. It's going to drag out. So it's Mike Brown, it's Taylor Jenkins, Dawn Staley, James Borrego, I think his name came up, right?
Borrego.
All these things. And then what's going to happen is they're going to go through all of it, and they're going to go, you know what? The coach we wanted was here the whole time. Rick Brunson, head coach.
Oh, yeah. I can see that happening.
And that this is a way to, oh, no, we're interviewing, all these people. We just decided the best way to go is to move Rick over to the head chair. That would be super awkward to have the dad be the head coach.
It's like AAU in the NBA.
It really is.
AAU ball in the NBA.
Yeah.
Bro.
Dev, you keep up with the women's game way more than we do. Do you think Dawn Staley would actually be like? Do you think she's a fit for the NBA?
Yeah, she could coach men's basketball.
You just don't think the Knicks?
I don't think that the Knicks is the one. She's a Philly.
She's a great media coach
she
too.
Is. She's a great media coach, but like also, but I don't think she would take that job, bro. I will be happy as hell if she ever.
That would be awesome.
It would be dope if Dawn's the first one.
She has the demeanor to be able to handle
Philly.
it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think that it's funny.
I actually think she would be the coolest one to have as a first-time NBA head coach.
For sure.
Right? Because she's got the big personality.
Yeah.
Like Becky Hammond's reserved.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, Dawn's that one. But I think she might actually. There's another conspiracy. Now that they announced the Philly team, WNBA, I think she might take that job. Because she's from Philly. That's the one. That's why I don't think she'll take the Knicks, because I think she might want to coach the WNBA.
It was like three, either Midwestern or northern markets, right?
Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly.
What if she coaches the Sixers whenever they fire Nick Nurse?
But Deb, they said that wasn't until by 2030. They said.
Yeah.
So when are these teams coming in?
So they got Toronto's coming next year. So they're adding a team every single year.
That's the Tempo?
Yeah, they're adding a team every single season.
The Toronto Tempo is a cool name, I think.
Double T.
Then it's going to be, they're going to redo the Portland Fire, right?
Yeah, Portland's going to have a team, even though they just fired everybody.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then you have Portland. Then 2028, you'll have Cleveland join. They used to be the Rockers back in the day. 2029, you'll have Detroit back. And then you have 2030, you'll have Philly. But I was telling them earlier, we got to have a team down. We got to have a team in the South. There's Charlotte
Nashville.
or somewhere.
They say they're going to. They say there's a possibility.
Well, let's go, 2031? I'm going to be 40 by then, bro.
Number 6, what'd you watch? You got anything?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh I didn't watch anything.
We didn't watch nothing?
No.
Or did you watch anything?
No.
Oh.
We had family in town, and so
I watched
you were
two
entertaining
things.
folk.
I did two things. First thing I did, I went to Hernando to the Gatorade facility.
To the what?
Hernando Gatorade facility. There was an AAU tournament going on, so I went out there.
I've seen that place. The big,
beautiful.
It is
beautiful. They got 4 different
Parrish
courts.
lives right by there.
Really?
Yeah.
Super dope facility. They got a Memphis Hustle court in the facility.
It's like right down the street, and I was like, when I was driving over to his house, I was like, the hell is that huge Gatorade thing?
Yeah,
and he's like, that's a gym.
Super nice.
Wait, is that where the Hustle gave the court whenever they had their new court done? They gave the court to them.
So they have a Hustle court. They have the Memphis Tigers court, the old one. That one's in there too.
Oh, nice.
CBU gave a court. They have a basket from CBU. So there's 4 different courts. But I went for an AAU tournament because one of my homeboys and his dad, they started an AAU team from the ground up.
Okay.
They're called the Unit, and I went to go watch them play. And it made me realize how stupid youth sports is, Vernon.
You ain't gotta tell me.
I walked in the gym, bro. Guess how much they charged me to get in?
Oh my God. These people are
more than the freaking Grizzly game. They said, "Yo, it's gonna be $20 to get in."
And for one game, you're only there to see your kid.
One game.
I know. It drives you.
They say $20.
Every parent out there, you're preaching the gospel.
$20?
It's outrageous
To watch 30 minutes
because you're
of
only there for
basketball?
one game.
I was like, all right, bro.
Then they'll do it the next day too.
They try to catch me. No, so I watched the game. They had 2 games a day. They played at 3 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I'm leaving. I'm like, yo, is there any way I can get like a stamp or a wristband? Because I'm coming back to watch the game at 7. And she gave me a snarl and was like, no, you're going to have to pay again. I'm like, no. I'm not paying again. I'm not doing that. So that was my complaint about youth sports. We got to do better, bro. We $20 to watch a 10-year-old
crazy.
play is insane. That's out of pocket. The second thing I watch, Love Island, bro. It's getting nasty. It's getting
entertaining?
As a mug.
You love it.
Oh, I love it. And I think it's taken over culturally.
How many episodes?
We are. Last night was episode 24.
24?
Yeah, it's episode every day. Monday, Tuesday.
It is such a commitment.
No, it's just an hour per night.
Do you think I'm going to spend 24 hours watching something to catch up?
Oh no, you ain't. You,
Absolutely
Yeah, that is
not.
a lot. 24 episode season.
I would say
is a long
ridiculous.
There's
time.
probably 4 of them you can skip because they're after Sun episodes.
That's still a 20 episode
It's
season. Like
ridiculous.
that's crazy.
I don't care about anything that much.
But it's like a cultural. It's like becoming like a cultural conversation.
Yeah, I told him, I said,
I
the
know,
way
I see it everywhere.
I said, the way I hear people talk about that, the only thing that reminds me of this, the way it has taken over culturally, was like that first season or 2 of Jersey Shore. Like, it just felt like everybody was talking about it in offices, like, because it's so preposterous.
Yeah.
You know how much it's taken over that so many businesses in Memphis are having watch parties?
I know.
Like, every night they're having watch parties. So
Jena told me that last week, after she came in here and talked about Love Island, she said she was going to this, I think it was a place in Midtown.
It was Aldo's in
yeah.
Midtown.
Yeah.
She said by the time she got there, it was packed.
Yeah. She got there 45 minutes to an hour before.
She said there was no seats.
Yeah, I went to the one at Slaughter. It was
There's
packed.
no seats?
No, bro. I went to the Love Island watch party at Slaughter Inn. It was packed, bro. Last Thursday, packed.
A watch party for it's a Netflix show, right?
Nah, Peacock.
Oh, Peacock.
Yeah. So like the last episode last night, it was a lot.
Oh, that was the finale.
No, we're far away from the finale.
Oh,
you had
how many episodes are on this
like
thing?
38, 39.
God.
But it's like I said, there's 3. It's Monday, Tuesday. You skip Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You skip Saturday and Sunday. So it's about 4 or 5 episodes per week. But it's getting.
What
good,
do you
bro.
win in the end?
$100,000 in love.
100,000.
But a lot of people on the show.
That is a terrible prize.
No. A lot
Yes,
of people,
it is.
No. A lot of people they get off the show and get influencer deals.
Okay.
So you get.
You get famous from being on the show.
You know what I'm saying? So you get the
All right.
residuals of never having to work a job again.
I got
but
it.
my guy Taylor, he's screwing up.
What are you talking about? Never have to work a job again. People are going to be influencers for 3 months and nobody's going to give a crap about them anymore.
That's why Hawk to a girl. She's set for life.
Yeah, I got it, but I mean that was.
Is she gonna go unless she goes to jail? Is she gonna go to jail? Hawk to a girl?
No, but that was extenuating circumstances. And frankly, when is the last time you cared
about Hawk to a girl? I never cared.
I know nobody does.
I never really cared.
No, but what is she doing right now? You don't know. I mean,
She's still a podcast.
She's still doing. Is she? Well, let's
it
find
was
out.
a flash in the pan.
I'm not type of Hawk to
Is
her
she
to my
still
phone.
doing Talk to her?
We didn't think it had staying power.
That was the
she
name
really
of her
is.
podcast. Was Talk to her. Let's see if
But no,
it's still
tap into
a
Love
thing.
I'm
Island,
sure
bro.
you're a subscriber.
It's
I'm
probably
not.
the freakiest show I've ever watched. Like some of this, like last night was called the Heartbeat Challenge. Before we get road, Heartbeat Challenge, right? You wear a watch with your heartbeat on it,
Oh.
and you're in a couple, and you have to go around to every person. If you're a male, you go to all the females. Female go to the males. You have to figure out a way to raise their heartbeats the most. Whoever raises the person's heartbeats the most wins the challenge. So people are like, some girl like did a flip, put her butt cheeks in between somebody's head. One girl put her ass in somebody's face. Like it was a lot going on.
Do these people have sex?
Basically on the show. Yes. It's softcore, bro. Low-key.
No, but do they have?
Yeah,
part of the show is that they are having sex.
Yeah, you see
They
it.
don't show it, but
They'll show like
you
the
know.
act. You see the act.
The
Like,
act.
they'll show like a little foot.
Them walking, like holding hands into a
You'll see
room.
you'll see like a foot hanging off the bed, or like they'll do like the midnight camera, and you'll see like the bed moving.
Okay.
Love Island stamp show.
It's for sure. This feeds your pervert need.
Why I gotta be
Right.
a pervert? It's called Lust Island, bro. It's beautiful people.
Right.
Talk
It's for
to
perverts.
Talk to her. By the way, the last episode was May
Guys
20th.
that like it are either watching with chicks or they're perverts.
Why you gotta be a
that's-
pervert?
yeah, that's-
It's
Yeah.
beautiful women on there.
Again, that's. You're literally. I mean, I don't even have to.
I gotta be a pervert
I
to
don't
like
even have to prosecute this
Hey,
case.
I don't gotta be a pervert to like beautiful women.
I don't.
In the criminal justice system.
Hey, bro, you can't look. You ain't.
What?
I'm gonna let you.
Guys can't look. Guys can't be peeping toms no more.
Exactly. You can't. Hey, a brother can't enjoy beautiful women, man. Hey, we gotta enjoy beautiful women somehow. Come on, man. Shout out Love Island. Shout out to Huda.
Is that all you watch?
That's all I watch. Yeah. I don't. The pay per view, the WWE pay per view, but I gotta watch it tonight.
Gotcha. Roser?
No, I didn't watch anything.
Nothing.
Nope.
What a waste.
I want to say happy belated birthday. My mom's birthday was yesterday.
Shout out
so
Mom
happy
Dukes,
birthday,
man.
Mom. Happy birthday to Mom.
Happy birthday to Floyd Roser.
Yeah.
It was her birthday.
Shout out Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
You take her to dinner?
We're doing that tomorrow or Wednesday night.
My daughter made her a gift.
Yeah. She did.
Gave it to her yesterday at church.
An OG.
We all met up in church for Floyd's birthday.
Hey, in about 50
Good
years.
Southern boys.
That's going to be as
While
valuable
you were
as what
sitting there watching Love Island in your boxer.
Yeah.
we were at church together.
You're sitting there living in
Actually,
sin and filth.
Actually, I was at auditions yesterday morning.
Oh, yeah, with all those old people?
Yeah, all the old people. Kicking with the old people.
Yeah, all right. Take a quick break. We'll be back into this Chris Vernon Show.
The boys, man.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
That boy is mine.
Are you ready? Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at LiveNation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at LiveNation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit Shinedown.com.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
There are futures for Aaron Judge possibly hitting 400. Hitting 400 at the All-Star break, plus 600.
Oh, wow.
To have a 400 batting average in the regular season, plus 3,800. To win the Triple Crown is only plus 145.
I don't think he's going to hit 400 for the season.
I don't either. I that would be
ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's time for our Pick Six, Mike. 6 classics that we're most looking forward to in the 2025 football season.
Las Vegas, obviously, that's the Grambling State University, Jackson State University clash. They're taking 2 iconic HBCU brands going to an NFL stadium in Las Vegas.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding on that train that would bring me back again to that girl I left in sunny Tennessee.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. All right, let's knock out a couple more of these. Number 7. Big NFL trade this morning. Enormous, in fact. Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith moved to the Steelers for Minkah Fitzpatrick. Didn't see this one coming.
Crazy,
I will say this. Jonnu Smith feels like that feels like a guy I could totally see in a. He looks like he would be right in a Steelers outfit, right? I think Minkah Fitzpatrick feels totally right in a Dolphins outfit.
He originally was drafted by the Dolphins.
Right.
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey does not feel like a Steeler at all. Just not.
Feels like
he's a little too sassy for the Steelers.
I think
he ain't hard-nosed enough to be a Steeler. Bro.
I think
You know what I mean?
Jalen Ramsey and DK Metcalf both do not like
twins.
feel
Very
like Steelers.
odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's gonna be weird seeing like some of the guys, and then the other thing I got to mention about this is what is going on with the TJ Watt thing. TJ Watt is like the most profoundly impactful defensive player there is.
Yeah.
Why are you dicking around with him? I just don't get this. It says he's like, evidently he sat out of everything.
Yeah.
And so now the story goes that teams are mulling putting together like possible trades in case this just goes terribly wrong with them. It says he's tried to like renegotiate and like to no avail. So he skipped voluntary OTAs and he's going to sit out the mini camps and whatever else that says. So this is what it sounds like. He signed a 4-year, $112 million deal in 2021. Mm-hmm. So it averaged 28 a year. Okay, that's what he was getting. But then, and this happens a lot in professional athletics, Myles Garrett reset the number because the stupid Browns.
Yep.
Of course, they always screw up everything. But his is $40 million annually.
Yeah.
So of course TJ Watt's like, hold on.
Give me
You know
my
what I mean?
money. Bring me my money.
I can't be making no 28 if the number's 40 for the best guy.
Yeah.
This is what happens. This happens with quarterbacks all the time. It happens with all manner of and he turns 31 in October. He's 30 years old. TJ Watt is. So keep an eye out on this. I mean, to me, the guy has 108 career sacks.
Yeah, he's a dog.
TJ Watt is unbelievable.
Yeah, I think they're
Like,
hesitant.
if you're not paying, this is kind of the thing on the Myles Garrett thing. I remember talking about this. If you ain't paying TJ Watt, who the hell are you paying?
Yeah, they should just,
You know what I
just
mean?
gonna
Like-
mess with him like this and just go ahead and trade him. Like, I get it. I get why the Steelers would be like, look, we don't want to pay. I actually understand why they wouldn't want to because he's 30 years old. I get it. Like,
Really?
Is that when players make
He's
decline?
not, he's not 35 years old.
30's not bad. When did
These pass rushers can play.
some of it, yeah,
When
I guess
did
they
JJ
can.
start declining?
He went from 19 sacks 2 years ago. He played all 17 games each of the last 2 years. He went from 19 sacks to 11 and a half sacks. So the sack numbers dipped. I mean, so
But he
I'm-
also
He's still
takes up.
probably
You don't know
bringing
who's on the other side of him. and
absolutely.
TJ Watt is friggin'
brings
awesome.
a double team.
I'd
and then,
take him if my team wants to trade
Hell
for him.
yeah.
I'll take him.
Then if you look at their defense, bro, they got TJ Watt. Cameron Hayward's a little old, but he's still a name.
Well, now
you
they
know?
got Jalen Ramsey.
They got Patrick Queen from my squad.
Yep.
They got Darius Slay from the Eagles.
Oh yeah.
They got Jalen Ramsey.
Also, doesn't feel like a Steeler. Slay.
I know.
They got Joey Porter Jr. Who I don't know.
Yeah.
Like they got dudes on their defense.
Yeah, yeah.
They got a little squad,
Yeah.
bro. Then on offense, they got Cal. They got DK.
The other
Aaron
thing I wanted to
Rodgers.
mention was I saw this morning, interestingly enough, there was and this will be a fun one to look back on as time goes on. The guy that does the mock drafts for ESPN, Matt Miller, put out his first 2026 mock draft.
Okay.
The number one pick is Cade Klubnik, the quarterback from Clemson.
Okay.
So I'm just going to give you who the quarterbacks and skill position guys are, right?
Yeah.
Rather than tell you that, like, the number 2 guy's a tackle from Miami.
Right.
Okay, so if we're scrolling down and we're finding well, I will say Caleb Downs, that safety from Ohio State.
Yeah, right.
He's in the top 5.
He's gonna be a dog.
But of the other ones, Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona State. he has in the top 10.
Okay.
So maybe another run it back for old Kenny and the boys down at Arizona State.
Yes.
Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback LSU. He has 11th. So there's another first-round quarterback. Garrett Nussmeier has Antonio Williams, a wide receiver from Clemson, in the top 20.
Yeah.
Lenoris Sellers.
Yeah.
In the top 20
God.
from South Carolina. Jeremiah Love, the running back at Notre Dame.
Okay.
In the top 20. And then let me see if there's any other quarterbacks, running backs, or receivers. I don't see any. Drew Aller. Late.
All right.
Penn State.
From Penn State. Yep. Drew Aller. And that's it. Oh, Denzel Boston, a wide receiver from Washington. That's it. That's all. I guess in the first edition of this mock draft, that's not very skill position, guys.
No.
And only, what did I say, 3 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
No, 4.
And
No, it was a Klubnik, Nussmeier, Sellers,
and Aller.
4.
Yeah.
4 first-rounders as of today.
Okay.
Interesting.
4 first-round quarterbacks, a lot of quarterbacks. I mean, that's a good amount of quarterbacks.
2 of those are SEC, and not the SEC schools that are in it every single year.
LSU, South Carolina.
LSU, South Carolina, certainly South Carolina.
What about Art? Is Art starting this year?
Huh?
Is Art starting this year, right?
Yeah.
We'll see. We're gonna have some names pop up. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I'm low-key excited.
I bet
for
this is gonna look.
Oh yeah,
completely different.
James Pierce was like the #1 pick at this point last year.
Do you remember what was the quarterback at Penn State a few years ago? Before Aller, and he was like supposed to be the guy, right? Who was it? Wasn't it Penn State?
Penn State quarterback
a few years ago, and he was supposed to.
Darnell's probably fiending right now. Darnell, you know you got the answer.
Isn't that right? Wasn't he supposed to be
you
the
want
guy?
Sean Clifford or nobody right there?
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, Penn State usually got some buns quarterbacks.
Maybe it wasn't them. Who am I thinking of that was like the number one the number one guy, and then like by the time it all came back around, was not anywhere close to being like the number one guy.
Well, you know what year?
I'm gonna find the name. Hold
NFL draft. Let me see. Was Bryce Young projected to be?
Bryce Young, but he went number 2 also.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he was like, was he projected in those?
Oh, it was the Carolina guy before
Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Sam Howell.
Before Drake May.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sam Howell was supposed to be number 1.
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Howell, yeah.
He's supposed to be number 1 in the draft.
Sam Howell.
Yeah.
Also, that guy that went to Notre Dame with the awesome hair. He was supposed to go real high.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the transfer from the ACC school? He was at Wake Forest, right?
Riley
Hartman.
Skinner. Riley Skinner?
Sam Hartman.
Sam Hartman. I gotta say Riley
Hartman,
Skinner.
yeah.
Shout out my dog Riley Skinner too, bro.
Man, Sam Hartman.
Wake Forest.
Sam
legend.
Hartman was awesome at Wake Forest and terrible at Notre Dame. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but like he wasn't.
Not the same.
No.
Not the same.
All right. He got out of the claw fence.
He did.
All right, take a quick break. Knock out the rest of them on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
You get to the main event, and you hear the crowd. There's some rumblings in the crowd.
Here we go.
They say, "We want truth."
I love how John Cena said when they were chanting, "We want truth." You can't handle the truth.
There you go.
I loved it.
He takes the knee off, boom. Takes the mask off, boom. And it's our freaking truth. God, man, he cost John Cena the match.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
There are futures for Aaron Judge possibly hitting 400. Hitting 400 at the All-Star break, plus 600.
Oh, wow.
To have a 400 batting average in the regular season, plus 3,800. To win the Triple Crown is only plus 145.
I don't think he's going to hit 400 for the season.
I don't either. I that would be
ridiculous.
Yes, ridiculous.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's time for our Pick Six, Mike. 6 classics that we're most looking forward to in the 2025 football season.
Las Vegas, obviously, that's the Grambling State University, Jackson State University clash. They're taking 2 iconic HBCU brands going to an NFL stadium in Las Vegas.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. 2-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. All right, I ain't got much time. Number 8, Kid Austin. I'm going to tell you about Kid Austin. His name's Floyd Schofield. Grew up, went to, ended up with his dad. His dad ended up getting custody of him and then was homeless. And even from the time he was like really, really young. Ended up getting into boxing, moved to Austin. Floyd Schofield's name now is Kid Austin. And he fights lightweight. And he had a big match this weekend where he fought Tevin Farmer, who's a former champion. He knocks people out with both hands. I'm just remember this name, Kid Austin. Watch. No.
Oh.
Either hand. This is a minute 18 into the
Oh,
fight.
damn.
Oh! A minute 18 into the fight. That's the kid's name, Kid Austin, which is an awesome name.
Oh my God, he just tagged him 3 times
Dude,
there.
His name is Floyd Schofield, but he calls himself Kid Austin because they moved to Austin.
Yeah.
That was a minute 18 into the fight. He destroyed the guy. He's now 19-0. I'm just giving you a heads up. Keep an eye out. Kid Austin.
I'm tapped in.
He's a lightweight. And he's with Golden Boy, actually. De La Hoya had signed him. Cool name,
Kid
too.
Austin.
Kid Austin is a
Elite
great name.
Elite name.
A
Elite
great
name.
name for an awesome boxer. I'm always looking for young, up-and-coming, awesome boxers. This one,
Kid Austin.
that's a hell of a knockout, too.
It is.
Nah, that really hurt. For sure.
And he's got the name,
Yeah.
Kid Austin. By the way, his real name is cool, too. Floyd Schofield.
Floyd Schofield was definitely
Yeah.
a wavy name.
It's a good boxer name. Number 9, R.I.P. Dave Parker. Oh, I hated. He died like a month before he's about to induct it into the Hall of Fame. He got in the Hall of Fame, but one of the all-time great baseball players for sure. Also, one of the all-time great nicknames.
Oh yeah,
Cobra.
Yeah, Cobra. Yeah, I know that. I don't know why I
Cobra's
know that.
amazing. Also, one of the greatest photos ever.
If you hear any noise,
If you hear any noise, it's me and my boys bopping.
That's tough.
Look at that hat.
That's tough.
Legendary.
That's aura right there. What they call it, aura?
Aura.
Aura. Nigga boy got aura.
Yes.
Bro. The first aura.
The first
original
aura.
Yeah.
If you hear any noise, it's me and my boys bopping.
Yeah, that's tough.
And number 10 tonight. All right, well, I guess Devin's going to tell you to watch Love Island.
What's
Look,
Island,
here's
bro?
the thing. We're all going to be sitting up in front of our phones, and we're just going to refresh, because it's free agency night.
Yes.
5 o'clock it starts, and then we will find out. By tomorrow, we're going to have a whole new slew of news to talk about, including with the Grizzlies. Thanks to Joe Roser. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to Jaylon back in the studio. Till tomorrow. We gone.